And now, okay, this is bad. Okay. And now for our very first TEDxWestCC 2025 speaker. Our first speaker is a storyteller, educator, and cultural ambassador, dedicated to preserving and sharing the rich traditions of the HoChunk people. Raised in Sioux City, Iowa, 24 minutes from the Winnebago Reservation, she grew up immersed in the oral histories, ceremonies, and values that have been passed down for generations. As an Indigenous advocate, she has made it her mission to challenge stereotypes, reclaim narratives, and ensure that Indigenous stories are told by Indigenous voices. Her work has been featured in the Indignified podcast and the Iowa Public Radio. Monica will take us on a journey through the power of storytelling, demonstrating how the past can guide us towards a more connected and understanding future. Please join me in welcoming Monica Gooddon, 7 Generations.
Thank you. When we think about signatures, we think about something visible, a stroke of ink, a mark of presence, a declaration of ownership or identity. But my ancestors left behind signatures that cannot be seen with the eyes. These are invisible signatures. Hini karigiwi, hainipi, HoChunk rajara, hamku piwinga, hingairena, maikare rajara, Monica Gooddonga, hingairena, wakunja yaki karatshana, zegankita. Good morning, I greet you all. My English name is Monica Gooddon, and I'm a ThunderClan woman enrolled in the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska with lineage ties to the Mdewakanton, Dakota. I am proud to say I call my grandparents my parents as they adopted me at a young age. I'm a recovering addict who's been clean for going on 15 years. I've made some, thank you. I've made some of the worst decisions I could in life, but I'm blessed to say I learned and I grew from those. I'm 32 years young, but the invisible signatures of my life precede me in age by thousands of years. I want to talk to you about these invisible signatures, how they have shaped my life, and how they continue to guide us through the concept of the 7-generation ideology. Let's begin with the truth. My ancestors understood that every prayer was a signature on the universe. Every whispered hope, every chant sung under the stars, every offering of tobacco, sage, or cedar, it all carried intention. These prayers weren't just for the moment, they were for the future. The great late culture keeper Reuben Snake once said, "We walk on the prayers that were made for us." You see, my mom is a very prayerful woman, and I grew up exposed to this. I knew when to be quiet and hold my seat during prayers before I knew how to do those same skills in a school setting. I used to always think it was her prayers alone that kept me alive, but in reality, prayers have been said for me long before I was even a thought of existence. Because my ancestors knew one day I would come to be. They prayed not just for themselves or for me, but they prayed for you as well. They prayed for those who are yet to come. In our way of thinking, life doesn't revolve around the self. It's a web, and we are all connected. Ancestors, present generations, and the descendants yet to come. That's the heart of the 7-generation ideology. We make decisions today with the next 7 generations in mind. Think about that, 7 generations. It's an enormous responsibility, but it's also a deep, beautiful promise. My ancestors didn't have wealth or monuments of marble to pass down. What they left behind were lessons of resilience. Imagine being told the land you love, the land that is your relative, is no longer safe for you. Imagine your language being outlawed, your ceremonies deemed illegal, your very existence questioned. In all reality, ribbon skirts in 1884 were a part of the cultural connections that were banned. So if I were to wear this outfit during those times, I would have been imprisoned and could have faced death for this. And then today, everybody's like, your outfit's so beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. These things that I ask you to imagine, they're ugly. But you know what's uglier? There are still survivors of these genocides alive today. My mom turned 74 this year. She was raised in residential schools after her mother and father passed away at a young age. Prior to this, she speaks of memories filled with ceremony, our natural language, HoChunk hoite, and traveling with her grandfather around the Winnebago lands in Nebraska and Wisconsin. My mom isn't alone in the attack on our culture. Her trauma was foreseen by many generations before her. If you are not familiar with early American history, I highly encourage you to research the Dawes Act and the Indian Removal Act. We as a people faced excruciating circumstances. My own ancestors ripped from our culture and deemed as savages. Yet, they did not break. Their invisible signatures were etched into every tree they touched, every bead they wove, and every story they told around the fireplace. Take a moment to think about their resiliency. It's easy to overlook, but it's in the details. It's in the grandmother who sang lullabies in her language even when it was forbidden. It's in the young man who danced his prayers to the drum beat even when they tried to silence it. That resilience lives in me. It lives in all of us. And it comes with the responsibility to carry it forward. But here's the thing about invisible signatures. They're not just about the past. They're also about the future. When my ancestors prayed for me, they didn't know my face or my name, but they knew I would exist. They prayed for clean water, fertile soil, and a good life for me. What prayers are we signing for those 7 generations from now? We live in a time when the earth is crying out, when our rivers are polluted, and the air is heavy with the weight of neglect. What will our descendants say of us? Will they thank us for our invisible signatures, or will they feel the absence of our care? The 7-generation ideology asks us to think big and long. It asks us to remember that every action is a ripple in time. If we plant a seed of kindness, it will bloom generations from now. If we plant a seed of destruction, it too will grow. So I ask you, what seeds are you planting? What invisible signatures are you leaving behind? For me, I carry forward the prayers of my ancestors by living with intention. I learn the language they fought to preserve, then teach what I've learned to the people Mauna, or God, has blessed me with. I practice the ceremonies they protected, and I speak their truths so they are never forgotten. But this is not just a native story. It is a human story. The prayers of all of our ancestors connect us. We are all bound by the responsibility to honor the past and prepare for the future. I want to leave you with this. When you leave this room tonight, think about your actions as a prayer. Every word, every choice, every step is a signature on this world. Make it one that will echo for 7 generations to come. We are not separate from our ancestors, nor are we separate from those yet unborn. We are the bridge between them. Let us make that bridge strong. Let us make that bridge beautiful. Pina Gigi, thank you.